Okay, so what we've got here is the moon. As you can see, I'll zoom in on it. That's the moon. I did bust out a compass prior to doing this, and the moon, this right here is about due east, and so the moon is just south of east. The sun is directly at my back. I don't know if you can sort of see my shadow alignment there. I don't know, let me back off it a little bit. There, yeah, my shadow alignment. The sun's directly at my back, and that is essentially due east. It's actually just a bit north of east, and then the moon is just a few degrees south of east. So it's essentially due east. Now, turning around, the sun at my back, you can sort of see it through the trees there. I'll try to zoom in a bit on that. That is just a few degrees south of west. And I believe, as my observations have done for the last few days, that the sun is going to sort of go down that way. So it's going to continue north and west as it sets. So it's certainly not going to set in the due west. It's going to set north of west. Okay. So just to give you another quick look, that's the sun. It's again, it's just barely south of west, almost due west right now because it is about 6:30. It's almost setting. It should set in the next couple of hours. So there's the sun. Again, there's the moon. This is basically according to my shadow alignment, which is getting less and less pronounced as we go. But that shadow alignment right there is essentially due east. It's just south of east, obviously. And then the moon is just south of that. So now just trying to look at the relationship of the phase of the moon and the position of the sun, which I've actually been doing the last few days. It seems to correlate with the sort of reflectiveness. Again, there's evidence of all sorts of different theories, but my observations, and that includes observations of the eclipses. Solar eclipses are always conditional of a new moon or a no moon, which makes sense, even in a flat Earth model where the moonlight is reflected, and vice versa for the lunar eclipses. It's conditional that it must be a full moon. So another thing I wanted to do a little bit later when the sun is about to set is these treetops here. You can see this one in specific. If I could possibly zoom back out. That one right here, because it is a bit tall. It gets sunlight, for another hour after it's set for me. Obviously, that has to do with topography. But I just thought it was a really great shot that I missed the other day because I didn't have my camera. But again, moon is basically due east, just south of east. That's due east, according to my shadow line. Just about perfectly due east. Moon is south of that. And then turning around 180 degrees, the sun is just north of west. So there you go. This is for a dude that just called. He was doing a similar observation at the same time in Canada, which is a few thousand miles north of here. So just trying to get some data observations from different points simultaneously. So and I'll put a date timestamp on the video.